Morning, everybody. How's everybody today? Friday morning. Friday morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody?
I've been in the back room for 15 minutes. What's wrong with you?
I know. I was walking back and forth. I had to take some aspirin and stuff. Well, and I must say, Suzanne, that's the first time you were early.
Ouch.
We're just glad you're here. We're glad everybody's here.
Yes, for sure. My background is sad.
What was that?
Said my background is sad.
What's wrong with the background?
There's no pool.
Oh. Yeah, you're spoiled, huh? You go there, it's really close, and you go on weekends. That's cool, though. That's very cool.
We love that place. Let me tell you, it is one of the most phenomenal places that we go to outside of camping. And the staff there are amazing. And even when there are some ripples in the water, they got it, they absolutely got it. And it's one of our favorite places. So
it's very cool. People say that about us all the time because we live 30 minutes from Disney, 45 minutes from Universal Studios and SeaWorld and stuff. It's like, oh, it must be awesome. I said, yeah, the first year was okay. But how many times can you go back? And
that's like here too with Wisconsin Dells. I mean, we live right outside of Wisconsin Dells, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so cool! You get to live by the Dells." And we're like, "No, it was awesome the first year," but then and our the way that we did things, it was kind of backwards. So we had a campsite out probably I think it's hour and a half, 2 hours away, and people would be coming into the Dells and we would be leaving the Dells the first 2 years that we lived in the area.
What is that?
And Wisconsin Dells, it's the water park capital of the world. At least that's what their sign says.
Oh, wow.
They have Mount Olympus. They have, it's a big tourist town. And so, everybody's all like, "Oh, that's so cool. You live there." And not really. The only good part about Wisconsin Dells, and this isn't putting Wisconsin Dells down, is when Automotion comes. That is my favorite time of year. I get to see cars. I get to see all sorts of cool stuff when it comes to vehicles. So yeah, that's my favorite time of year.
Well, let's say good morning to some people, or not to some people, to as many people as we can.
Sounds good.
Sandy Kirk was here, and I don't see her chat. Must have disappeared.
Good morning.
Mama G stopped by. She says, "Stop by to support my girl Julie." And I says, "What about me?" Julie, that's funny thing. Julie said this. I sent everybody the link real early, and I said, "This is the link for this morning." And Julie said, "I'll be there." And I says, "I will too." And she says, "Yeah, no crap, whatever."
Wait a minute, Paul. She's in the chat and she's saying that she has no link.
Oh, crap.
Did you not send her email again?
I keep forgetting that Julie needs an email.
That was so you're bad, Paul.
Yes, it's my F up here. First one today. First and last time I screwed up. Hold on, Julie.
You're ready to blame somebody else so fast.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was just saying she's not here yet. I'm not. I'm just, I was doing so many things. I was trying to get boxes out and stuff. Let's see, Julie.
And he had to take money. He had to go take an aspirin. So.
yeah, I had to do that. If I don't do it early, I can't catch up with it. All right, Julie, it's in the email. All right, so we said hi to Mama G and Lambo Stacker. This is where the cool kids hang out. That's true. We make exceptions for Susanna, but that's all right.
No, mine is Paul. We need to. I need to find a button on here to mute Paul.
Oh, you can always should get one of these.
Oh, you're so queer.
No one has ever said that to me ever in my life. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Spank me, baby. Spank me.
Susanna.
I told you were in trouble, Paul.
Yeah, nobody has ever said that to me ever. But Susanna.
Wait a minute. I think I caught it. Oh.
Did you?
Okay, so Julie, Mama G is here to support her girl, Julie.
Yes.
Lambo Stacker, Mama G, Paul's here, Susanna's here, Lambo Stacker, Mama G, Paul's here, Shamrock Pixie's here, Dolls, Dolly.
Yeah.
Fishing and picking, the bag in effect. He's probably sitting right next to you. He's sitting right next to you, right?
He's on the other side of the computer, yes.
Okay. Anthony Magoni. Hey, Paul, new subscriber to your channel.
Fun.
Thank you.
On
Anthony,
YouTube
did we
lately.
go to... I'm sorry, Julie. Hold on. Anthony, did we go to school together? But thank you for subscribing. Yeah, thank you. Hemlock Lady Mercantile is here.
Hi, Cajun. Hi, T. Moon Goddess Crystal.
Cajun? What is Cajun? Oh, you must be
Bimos.
I'm still way up there yet. Mama G, Hemlock Lady, bag in effect. Julie's heart. Julie, is it Julie's heart or Julie's hat?
Julie's heart.
Heart.
No, ha.
You have to.
No, that's my Jewish Yenta friend up there. Wait.
Enunciate.
That one.
Heart. My girl Julie.
Hey, we went on auction last night on T and Kim's channel. I swear to God, I laughed so hard I thought I was going to pee my pants on YouTube. I did. I was cracking up. We had such a good time.
Julie, hold on to that. I just want to catch up to the chat. Moon Goddess Treasures is here. BMO. Oh, before I continue, did you girls get anything in the mail from me?
No.
Not yet.
All right. BMOS did. Right, BMOS? I had a look on Pirate Ship to see who got it. Moon Goddess, BMOS, welcome this morning. Kathy's Corner, welcome. Oh,
hi, KK.
Chat. Where did the chat go? Whoa, am I way behind?
Wendy.
Perlini. Moon Goddess Treasures, Hemlock Lady.
Zygon.
There's Cajun Roots
Johnny.
Reteller. What the hell's a reteller? Cajun Roots Reseller, aka Johnny. Good morning. Moon Goddess Treasures, Kathy's Corner, Zion Tiger, otherwise known as Mark. Mom, what are you laughing at?
Nothing. She was doing the tiger thing, and I was going to pop in and say, if you are not subbed to Zygon Tiger, he is looking for a couple more subs to reach 100. So we want to help him out.
Yeah, Zion Tiger, and who else posted this morning? Chandra is trying to get to 100. And I mean, hey, we're all here trying to do content, but also build our channels, get bigger numbers, subscribers. So subscribe to each other, just help each other grow. I know we're all trying to make YouTube extra source of income. So yeah, definitely subscribe to each other. Let's see, Anthony, I'm originally from New York. All right, I'm originally from Boston, but I went to school with somebody with your last name. But definitely thank you for coming in. Let me know how you found out about it. Greatly appreciated. Philly Flipper. Hey, everyone, especially my beautiful and gorgeous stepmother, Susanna. What is it? I come in to support Julie. I come in, my lovely stepmother, Susanna. No love for the Polly? Polly Cake's here.
Get the hint.
Yeah, that's all they wanted, just to beat the hell out of me.
Yes.
Dolly.
I'm over here not doing nothing.
I know.
I know.
Just like, I'm always the innocent one.
Johnny sent me. Oh, thank you very much, Johnny, and thank you for coming in. Lucky Charm Wendy. Oh yeah, Wendy did a video. She asked me yesterday, can you send me a link to a quick video on something? We've partnered with One Tree. She did a video. I guess she put a lot of clips together from a lot of YouTubers with helpful hints, and that must be the link for it.
Oh, that's really cool. Where is it?
I appreciate that.
Who's Chandra did that?
No, Lucky Charm Wendy. It's right there.
Wendy did. Yes.
Yeah, it's right there.
I will have to go look at that.
Kathy's Corner, Zion Tiger, Cajun Roots, Stitch It. Hello, Stitch It. New name for me, unless you changed your name.
Yeah, that is a new name. That's Pam.
That's
The
Pam.
link for Wendy's video says it's unavailable, that the video is private.
Oh, Wendy, it's private. You got to change it to public. Just wanted to let everyone know to come to my art auction tonight. Put the link in, Kathy.
He did.
See right there, BMO said that she came to support Polly. There, you big crybaby.
There you go. There you go.
It doesn't matter that all three of us women take time out of the middle of our day to sit with your ass. Now, do you feel special?
I do. I feel special. Thank you very much.
We like you, Paul.
Much appreciated. Now, Julie, what is the link you put in there?
That's your link, Julie.
That's my link to my channel. I don't have a thumbnail for Sunday yet because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Okay. Hey, sometimes, like, how many times have we gone on in the morning here and the chat just takes us in a totally different direction?
Never.
Yeah. The Zion Tigers League. I was telling everybody about your topic this morning. Oh, thank you. Thank you. My 25-pound cat is stealing my strawberry cream cheese. Reseller, share your content. Hemlock late. I'm off coffee for the week. I'm on tea. So the lips and the tongue and stuff are not moving in the right directions.
I caught that.
You should hit that. You should take this, Paul.
What was that?
I'll give you a shotgun. Take this.
Shotgun.
Yeah.
Wow, I haven't done a shotgun since I was a kid.
My girl Sue. Oh yeah, Sue took it. Come on, Des. Come on, Des.
I thought a shotgun was when somebody puts
peer pressure.
I thought when a shotgun is somebody puts it here and the other person's right. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that was the point of me saying that. I can't do
don't
that.
Want my eyeballs floating at the moment.
I'll have to pass.
All right, we're all caught up.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you for being here. Oh, when the reason it's private is because Wendy said it's scheduled as a premiere, I guess, for 12.
Oh, cool. I'll be there.
Maybe she doesn't want you there, Paul. That's why it's private.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe she kicked us out of there. Thank you, T. Thank you, Mama G.
So the other day, how was everybody's Thursday?
Oh, not good.
No, not good?
No, not good.
Why would happen?
No, I go every month and I go do my blood. So it was just a bad day. I was in bed all day. So after that, my treatment. So
do you feel better today?
I do feel better today.
Good.
You have an issue?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to talk about it?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't know. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I mean, I hear a lot of things from a lot of people that they yes, done.
She's got a brain tumor. It's about this big on the back of her head.
Yeah.
And Picky Nikki's got 15 kids.
Is she really?
What?
Oh. After Chandra, post your link in here. Thank you for coming in, Chandra. Post your link. So I know you're trying to get to 100 also. You had posted that thing on Facebook, and Jen responded. I responded. The more you post your link, the more you'll get people to come and subscribe.
Paul, do you see we need some people that don't have
I took care of it already. See, Mama G is all set.
Yeah. Oh,
Mama
no, I don't
G.
see it now.
Mama
Not on my
G.
side, but.
Mama G, the highest paid auction, what do you call it? Auction moderator in the country.
Moon Goddess needs one.
Yeah, Moon Goddess needs one.
Oh,
you said
right.
You were on it, man. What's up?
No. All right. You know why some people, you know why a lot of people are blue. Oh, Lego Man. Hey, thank you for coming in. You know why a lot of people are blue and some people are not? Because most of the people are blue are registered for my auctions, and the other ones that are not. So when I do an auction and they're not blue, I know who's registered and who's not.
Okay, now register Crystal.
Who's Crystal?
Moon Goddess Treasures, right?
I just did, because I know she's everywhere. She's around. So I just did, and I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate the support. I appreciate Johnny for telling people about the show after he's on at 9. So I do appreciate everybody. Well, like I was going to say, Susanna, I know after I've been on YouTube for years and years, but only 2 years doing the reselling thing and being with you guys and the people in the chat, you get to find out, or you get to learn that a ton of the people that are resellers are doing it because they have some kind of disability. So, you know, some people do talk about it. Some people say, well, I'm in a wheelchair. I can't get out and source. That's why I'm buying at the auctions. And I don't know, because you're just looking at them on the chat. So that's why, you know, like I said, you didn't say anything about it. I know Des and Carol at times talk about a lot of people have PTSD. What was that?
Mental health struggles.
Mental health issues like PTSD and stuff like that. Some people talk about it, some people don't. So that's all. I was just wondering.
Chandra's in the house. Hi, Chandra and Stash.
Yes, Chandra's been in for a while, Susanna. We said hi to her already. You missed
it. Chandra, I didn't see her till now. Hi, Chandra.
That's funny. I said, Chandra, put your link in, please. Stash, welcome.
I wasn't on the show then because nobody sent me a link.
It was 2 minutes ago. All right. You're just busting my onions like every
busting your you know what.
My onions.
I am busting your you know what.
Yeah, see, BMOS, you guys know about me. I'm very open. I know some people talk about it. A lot of people don't. BMOS, you did get a package from me because it did say it was delivered. And a few people we spoke when. Oh, all right. So we know about. I'm sorry to keep. Paul never sends me a link. I put the link in after a while, Kathy. But hold that thought.
Yes, hold that thought.
Susanna, we talked about your Thursday. We know Des bought or picked up or bought or stole or something, a motorcycle. We saw that. Yeah, you didn't tell us if you bought it or what. We saw it on the trailer. So you could have stole it for all we know.
Yeah, like they went down there and stole that. Look what we found.
Well, we just took it out of my brother's garage because my other brother, we think, laid it flat. We don't know. No, we bought it from my brother.
All right.
See, Mama G's comment. If anyone can help me change my YouTube set to kids, I'd appreciate it. I can't put anything on there because it's set to kids, but I think I might have fixed it.
Your YouTube channel set to kids. You just go in the
I thought it was supposed to be kid friendly, but I guess that's not what I want.
No.
I will reach out to you, Sarah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Where in the hell have you been? Welcome, ladies.
Yes, welcome, lady. I was just going to go on and show you where the setting was, but if you want to wait, that's fine.
Yeah, those two girls are like unbelievable. You have a question,
yes,
you need to reach out to Treasure Hustles, and they're
I was not
awesome.
fixed. Mama G was fixed. Somebody say Mama G was fixed. It was Jerry. Good. Just texted him yesterday because the Batman stuff came in.
Oh.
And he ordered half a case with me, so I had to send that to him, and I had to make sure he had his right address. He's mostly on Facebook now. But Julie, how was your Thursday?
I have been so stinking busy, and now I've got this channel thing going that I just all my friends just said, do it. They just kept pushing me, do it. So I did it. Now I've got 500 things to do. My head is swimming. My living room is torn up because we had auction last night, and I have auction Sunday. So everything's on doing this. And
you were
my
on
head's swimming
yesterday, weren't you?
Pardon me?
Weren't you on 2 auctions yesterday?
Yes, I was. I did Big Barn, T and Kim, and then Sunday I do my own.
Cool.
It's a lot.
Are you going to be on Big Barn Tuesday?
I don't know. We go on. I'm supposed to. I call myself the Big Barn Greeter because I don't really mod, but I have a blue wrench. And so I go in, and then if he is in the mood, he'll drop the link. I'll go in and sell.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't really say yes or no to that. Sometimes.
Hello, Eric. He asked me to go on with him Tuesday.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because I can't go on tonight, so I'm gonna do it.
Are you gonna bring something, Paul? Do I have to have a talk with you?
No, I like what he does because he does jewelry and everything. He went from toys to jewelry because I watched you guys.
Just do not bring a license plate that says Disney on it and hope to do anything. Okay? Are you feeling me, babe?
What do you mean a license plate that says Disney on it?
Okay, we'll talk later.
Okay. I do have hundreds of those Disney license plates.
I know. You got to bring some heat.
I will.
That way
he'll
have a lot of cards
from the 80s and 90s. I have comics.
You know it. You know it. Thanks, Mama G.
Hi, Sandy Kirk. Welcome, Disney 2000. Don't bring the license plates. All right. I was going to start selling them in lots of 25.
You could do that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that have flea market booths or antique mall booths. Yeah, booths. Booths.
I think he needs that coffee.
Yes, I think he does too. Well, take a drink. Here.
This is my substitute. I had tea this morning.
That's why you're stuttering and messing up your words. That's an energy drink.
Yeah, but I need something. Right. I need
coffee safer.
No, coffee. No, I have to get off for a while. I was doing like 3-4 cups a day, and it's like I want to try to get off for a little bit.
Yes. Eric says I get around. I do. I'm a loosey-goosey.
Paul?
Go ahead, Susanna. Go ahead.
I think there's some people here in the chat that they were talking about. They wanted to know about the wholesale. Don't have to put me on big.
I'll be right back.
Yes, we're going to get to, I just wanted to check because I know a lot of times I don't ask you how your days go, your weekend goes, and I didn't want to get ragged on about it.
How was your week, Paul? It sounds like you've been getting around in the chats, joining the Loosey Goosey Club.
I'm trying.
I know, and you're doing good. And see, now you're going on somebody else's channel.
Yeah.
Maybe someday he'll come on yours.
Yeah, completely different for me. It is very because I mean I do it to myself. I stay as a nomad, as a loner, and and like Rhonda gave me a swift talking to once. She says, you got to get out there. You got to, you got to talk. You got to go out and meet the people and stuff. And then Sarcastic says, yeah, that's how you get your channel to grow, is you go on other people's channels. They go on yours, and it's all one big happy to do.
You are in real estate. You know how to market. Why wouldn't you market yourself?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Do I ever? That's very true. But I don't know why. I just did it to myself. I guess I've been burned twice now.
Oh, look, this Anthony is in the chat. So, yep. Paul, I went to school with a guy named Paul Antonelli. I've been watching your back videos and had some questions on getting started in reselling.
Ask away. Paul,
there you go.
Paul, you need to promote yourself. I know. I know.
And you can't go in the chat and tell people that what they're selling is not.
I didn't. I made a point not to. You
were borderline going to get a spanking, man.
I knew it. I said to myself, just shut up, Paul.
Yes.
Just shut up.
You did. I noticed.
It's like, and I told Rhonda, I said, just tell him what I mean. Because I see it in other, Cries a Lot and stuff like that auction. And people say, oh, this is worth $1,000. This is great. And then you go to a comic show or whatever, and they're in the 25-cent bin.
Yeah.
It's like, but hey.
I do that.
Yeah.
Did you call him Cries a Lot?
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely. Yep.
No using names.
That's right. I didn't. Cries a Lot.
He did it.
I didn't say anybody's name. I said Cries a Lot.
Hey, Paul, whatever you do, don't get a personality, dude. I love it.
Yeah. Gee, thanks.
Hey, you got money.
Where?
Kathy.
Oh, my God. Kathy, thank you very, very much. Thank you. Was it love is free to all the willing to accept it into their life. That's very, very true. Thank you very much.
Oh, that would be good. Look at T's comment. Paul, come into their auction anytime. They'll have you laughing your ass off.
Oh my God.
I know. I watched a little bit last night, and then I had to stop. I had to shut the computer off. Do you suggest getting an LLC on a dedicated credit card? Okay, let's start some business talk. I love talking business.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait.
Are you going to take notes?
No.
There's the link if anybody wants to come in and talk. And I understand, all right? I understand if you don't want to come on screen, you don't have to. Go ahead, Susanna.
I was just saying, you're going to wake me up.
Wake me up before you talk. Salesmen have to sell their stuff. I know, man. I know. Listen, if you knew what I did for myself in real estate, you'd be surprised. Those buyers need to be smart enough to research before they buy. I know. Someone asked me, they says, hey, Paul, we're showing comics. And I said, oh, my God.
Well, I showed some comics that weren't worth a whole lot of diddly squat. I think my buddy Roy might have bought them just to be nice to me. But I found out later what the dealio was with them, but I didn't find out in the chat, and it didn't make me feel bad. They got a hold of me later and said, hey, you don't have much there. I was like, thank you. Thanks for telling me.
Right.
I was doing it for a friend.
Right. I am not, because a couple of people asked also, I am not going to be on tonight, the Dolly Polly show, because I have family in. They're on the coast right now enjoying the beach before the thunderstorm comes. So we're going out to dinner, and then I'll be with them all weekend. So the Dolly the Dolly is going to do the Dolly show tonight on her channel. So make sure you don't miss that. She'll have her standard coins and doodads and stuff. Silver, of course. She's been, thank you, Anthony. Like I said, she's been racking up the deals.
What the hell?
Mama G, thank you for stopping in. I love you. Welcome in, Pearline.
I like Mama G. I don't like drama or talk about other channels. So bye, guys. I love you. We're not talking drama, Mama.
Mama
G.
Paul.
What?
You kind of were suggesting some stuff, and it's not the right place or the right time, or
I've done it, but it's not right.
All right. I didn't mention anybody.
No, you didn't. Fishing and Picking does not have a wrench, and this nice gentleman is waiting for you to answer his questions.
I know. Hold on. I love your eBay store. Thank you. Paul, why did you get out of real estate? I'm still a real estate broker. Actually, I have to write up a contract today for a friend. Can we talk about wholesale account? Yes, we can. And where's fishing and the picking and the fishing and the picking?
We have an alien on camera.
I know. She hasn't said anything yet.
Hello. How are you all doing today?
Good. Turn it up a little bit.
Turn what up?
The volume. I could hardly hear you.
Oh, that's me because I'm behind the mask.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I thought Paul would like to see something pretty.
What is it?
I think it's cute.
Oh, the mask is doing that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you had the filter on your camera on the that's awesome.
That's cute. Where'd you get that?
It's called glowy something.
Oh, it's cool.
I figured you
Can you see? Can you see through that?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it has all kinds of different things. There you go.
That would be mine.
That's awesome. Does it have sound?
No, hon.
Bye, Saigon.
There we go. You're on
All
fire.
right, Mark,
Paul.
take care.
You're on fire. There you go. You're dancing.
That's awesome. Is that meant to be like a COVID protective mask?
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's just an entertainment.
Wow, I wonder how many people be wearing those at Comic-Con this year.
Mm.
Can you program stuff in that?
Yeah. You do it on your phone.
Cell phone?
Yeah.
I thought Comic-Con was canceled this year.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, that's awesome. Everybody wants one now. You're going to start selling them?
No, they're on Amazon.
How much?
$100.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, we know if Kathy wants it, she's going to get it, but I can't spend that much.
Yeah, see, it's just a mask. And I got such a small head that it's hard to breathe because I don't know where, it goes like right to there on mine. And so I can't breathe through my head. But I just thought I'd show you my new toy.
It's
That's
cute.
very cool. Is it a China item?
1 second. Let me look at where I put the box.
Welcome in Rosie's Closet.
And then I'll get you the real name of it.
Crystal.
All right. Hi, Rosie's Closet. So, Crystal. Mama G, I hope you're still here. There was no harm meant. I was just making a joke. Hello,
she didn't go away mad. I know her.
Hello, huh?
She didn't go away mad. She was just making a statement.
All right. Hello, Gary, Westside. Gary.
Oh, there it is.
Because I think okay.
There you go.
Shining App Mask. Is there a company name?
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's what it's
Shining App Mask.
let me see. It's something Glow Zoe. Glowy and Zoe.
Yep, Glow Zoe.
Yeah, Glow Zoe.
Glow Zoe costumes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on.
There's different styles.
All right, so people, Wednesday when we were on, I don't know why everybody's muted. Wednesday, last time Wednesday when we were, oh my God, Stash. Okay, I learned how to do this. Hold on. Holy crap, Stash. What are you doing, man? Okay, I learned how to do this. If you don't have this Google Pay checked off, it won't work. LOL, that mask is awesome. Thank you very, very much for the super chat. I don't have an actual video.
What? Oh yeah!
I just play my clips when I get a super chat, but thank you. That is awesome of you.
Hi, Gary.
Not only did he do it once, he did it twice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Did it 4 times.
Oh my God. Well, I see it 3 times.
1, 2.
I learned how
2,
to
3,
do this.
4,
If you
5.
don't have this Google Pay checked off, it won't work. If you want to come on and, oh yeah, 4 times. Damn, man. Tell us what you're talking about. The Google Pay thing.
Did we mention that Westside Gary and Tom Cruise are having an auction Saturday night with storage stalkers?
No, not yet. Actually, he just came in.
Yep, I just wanted to throw that out there. Everybody go support them.
I just want to please.
Yeah, BMOS wants to get back on topic. I agree. We were asked some questions and we have not answered them.
Right. There's the link if anybody wants to come in and ask questions. And Tony, Anthony, you want to know about LLC. If you want to come in and talk about that also, I'll tell you exactly what information I was given when I first started. And let me see if I could find your question again.
Paul, they really want to talk about the wholesale.
Right.
And I forget his question now. I even read it out loud.
Yes. Anthony, so Paul, I went to school with a guy. I've been watching your bet, had some questions on getting started. Okay. I wish you could pull up questions.
Oh, he wants to know, do you suggest getting a credit card just dedicated to the startup business and selling?
Yes. I'm trying to find that, but I can't find it.
It's right under your top chat or your money from Kathy, if it's the same place.
Yes, I have the PayPal debit card, and that's for business.
Okay, yeah. Do you suggest getting an LLC and a dedicated credit card? All right. That's 2 questions. An LLC, my attorney, my accountant way back when told me, don't do it until you stop making money. Because when you do an LLC, it's a corporation. 2 things about that, an LLC, is they have already pierced the veil of a single person LLC. So if you're going to do an LLC, make sure your wife, your mother, your father are people in the LLC. Like right now, it's myself, my wife, and my son. Even though I'm in Florida, my son's in New Hampshire. He's part of the LLC because they have pierced the veil of protection on a single person LLC. Plus, when you have an LLC, when you have a corporation, you have to pay the minimum tax of $486 every year, no matter what. Even if you did $0, your minimum tax that you're going to have to pay is $486. A credit card and hold on, Julie. A credit card and a business account you should have. That way, when you make money from your business, you put it into that credit card, into that checking account. And if the credit card's attached to that checking account, make all your business purchases just with that. And then after you start making money, start paying yourself. So you take out like $100 a week or whatever into your personal account. And that way you keep it all separate. All your business is here. Your personal is there. Go ahead, Julie.
What do you mean by pierce the veil on only having one on your LLC?
Typically people do corporations for protection. Like I sold a ton of properties. When the market crashed in 06, 07, 08, I was selling condos at one time for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So people were buying more than one and putting them under an LLC, 123 Main Street LLC, Apartment 5 LLC. And that's how they would hold their investment properties, in an LLC. So if something happens and they have to sue the LLC, if you're a one-person LLC, they've already gone past that. Supposedly your corporation was for protection. Like if you own a house, if you own an expensive vehicle, if you own more than one vehicle, if you have assets, and you're going to go into a business, it is good to have an LLC because they're going to look at you like they look at Walmart. Well, hey, your carriage bumped into my car and caused $10,000 worth of damage. Walmart has, deep pockets. I'm suing you. That's the way they think. The way Walmart gets around that is they don't own the land that the building is on. So, hey, you have to find out who owns the land. It's not us.
I'm more confused than I was before I asked the question.
Because my biggest thing is you were saying there's the LLC and you got to have other people in with it to protect your investment. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Because it's
my LLC is I'm the president, my wife's the vice president, my son's the secretary.
For corporation.
Yep. Structure of the corporation.
Yes, thank you.
So in other words, if they want to sue me, now they have to sue the corporation. And it's like, wow, instead of just suing Paul, now there's two other people that, we have to sue. And chances of them piercing that corporate veil, that's what they call the corporate veil, the structure of the corporation. It's very hard when you have more than one person.
Okay, because it's not a personal, like you're attacking one person, you're attacking three or four. Yeah, the whole corporation. So the effect of it.
So then why would I want to put my son on my LLC if that's going to get him in trouble? God forbid I were to get sued. Why would I want his name on there? I don't get it.
Because they're suing the LLC instead of the instead of the people.
Right.
I got it.
Okay, because it's a safeguard of a net that is above you. They have to
go in steps. Got it. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, because when you're an LLC, it's like being a what do they call it when you're not a corporation and you're in business? I just forgot.
Poor.
Yeah. What is it, Laura?
Sole proprietor.
Sole proprietorship.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have no protection. So if you, God forbid, you drive down the street and you hit somebody and they sue you, they'll go. What's everybody's first thought is $1 million. So they could just sue you.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Laura. I'm sorry. And chat, people in the chat, I'm real sorry. I'm not looking at the chat. I was just trying to get that out. I apologize. But go ahead.
All right.
But as a sole proprietor for me, it's better because I'm on disability. They're not going to get anything. I don't own a property. they're not going to get anything.
Not just that, but if you're on disability, you can only make so much money a
Right.
year, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
And when you're a corporation, you know, they say, and I'm not an accountant. I don't play one on TV. I don't practice to be one or whatever. If you're a corporation and you have 3 years in a row not making any money, your corporation is dead. They consider that a hobby, and now you're going to just be a sole proprietorship.
Right.
But when you're a corporation and they start reporting the money, if you're on disability or if you're on, you know, assistance, you're only going to be able to make so much money.
Right.
And then, so you have to weigh out those options.
So for me, I don't want to be an LLC. I want to stay as a sole proprietor.
And I don't blame you. Exactly.
Rosie's Closet said an LLC protects your personal property in case of a lawsuit. They can only sue the corporation.
Mm-hmm.
It protects things like your house or your savings.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
that was a simple way I understood it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
I get a
let's
little
keep it
technical.
simple.
I get a little technical, but I hope, Anthony, I hope between everybody that you understand that.
Well, Paul, you went from corporation to down to a car and stuff, and that's where we couldn't get it.
I'm
combined.
sorry. Yeah, I get a little bit too in depth and
No, it's not
unnecessary.
in depth. You used the wrong kind of example.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You did good. Thank you, sir.
Yes, you did.
It'll never happen again.
Well, sure, no.
That's a lie.
That's you.
That's a lie.
That's just you,
That's a
Paul.
lie.
That's
Yeah,
why
I
you
know.
have
I
women
get
on the
into
panel,
it.
Paul.
I do. I get into it. I never have a dull moment. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. So if we're good, let's get into.
Anthony's got another question. So, do you recommend having an LLC when selling on different platforms?
Ooh.
I don't think it makes a difference.
Doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't make any difference.
It's you got to talk to. You have to talk to your accountant that does your taxes.
You need to talk to a lawyer.
Well, yes, but you talk to your accountant because your accountant.
Well,
your accountant knows your financial situation. Your accountant knows if you own a house and he's taking your deductions and stuff.
Yes.
You want to get good legal advice. Oh, you're on disability also. Okay.
You know,
I'm sorry.
The best one to ask is Justin.
What was that?
Justin?
The best one to ask is Justin.
Oh. No, it's really not. Nothing against Justin. Justin is an accountant.
Yeah.
But if you own a property, I tell everybody all the time, if you own your own house, you need to have an accountant or a CPA be doing your taxes because if not, you're missing a lot of deductions.
Yes.
So Justin,
not as much as used to.
Yeah. But
well, it depends how much depreciation they're taking.
I put a lot of work and money into my home this year, and I wasn't able to write it off on my taxes.
Really?
Because I didn't have enough.
Did you go through an accountant? Because I just went through mine.
You're not going to trust me to do my taxes, are you?
I'm not the government, so I don't know.
No, I'm not doing it. I got an accountant, but seriously,
I do have one, and this year I was able to save a lot more money and get money back that I usually never would have gotten. You will always hear me say my accountant. My accountant is excellent. I mean, over the years, she's found, it's like I have, what is this called? I get royalty checks and all different kind of things that come in. My daughter last year did our taxes just because of the COVID and all that. But she went through just online and we did not get the money back we should have got because of everything that tax deduction wise could get it.
Because of the libertards in the government.
Can I get a word in?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm not saying don't consult an accountant. I'm telling you that if you are thinking about an LLC or a sole proprietorship, you need to go to an attorney so they can explain to you what the difference is and what fits you. I was, before I went on disability, I was a paralegal. I dealt with this. That's why, for me, it's better that I stay a sole proprietorship. I don't want the LLC because I am on disability. I don't own any property or anything, and I can only make so much. So for me, the LLC is not something I would ever do.
Right.
There's two different things you were saying, Bemos. You were saying a lawyer and an accountant.
Yeah, he said, okay. I'm not saying don't go to an accountant.
No. I understand that. One minute. But if you really get a good lawyer who has an accountant position, with his degree in that, that's what's pretty much you really want to go for.
That would be perfect.
Right.
Because lawyers lawyers know ins and outs of the laws, but so does an accountant.
Right.
But I have one who is a lawyer also, and she's an accountant.
Well, that's great.
And I wasn't saying anything derogatory about Justin. I'm just saying that the only one that really knows your personal finances is the accountant that you hire.
Mm-hmm.
If Justin hasn't done your taxes in the last 3 years, he doesn't know your financial business.
Yes.
Or personal life. Your accountant does. So if you're on disability and you tell your accountant, say, listen, I just can't make it on what I'm getting. If I want to go into my own personal business, my own side hustle, how much can I make before I have to start paying back?
Yeah, exactly.
And they'll be able to answer that for you. Whereas if you just call 1-800-TAX now or whatever, they're not going to be able to because they don't know. They're going to say, well, send us your tax records for the last 3 years or whatever.
Right.
So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. And plus, the guy you were just saying, Justin, he's a good reference for you to start. And that you still need, to ask questions in that. What you really need to do is always check into your own local. Each state has their own business plans and stuff like that.
Yes, Kathy, exactly.
It's very true, Gary. It's business 101.
Yeah.
You don't just jump in, doing a garage sale and, once a quarter, a year or something is very different than starting to buy products to resell.
Exactly.
Now you're doing business. And then someone else posted about ADA. Somebody lost their business because of ADA regulations.
Yes.
ADA is American with Disabilities Act. Yeah, don't have people come to your house. If you rent a place, you have to make sure that somebody in a wheelchair can get in and get out. You have to make sure when you set up your aisles, it's 36 inches apart so people can maneuver a wheelchair. That's, once again, that's business 101. You have to do a ton of research. It's not just something you can jump into because there's people out there looking to sue anybody for anything.
And don't follow me because I lost money and lost money and lost money. So there we go.
But all right, so I'm sorry I went off on a tangent. I have a bad habit of doing that. But there was some good things and I think good points that we had to get out there. If you plan on reselling as a hobby or for just extra cash, stay sole proprietor. If you want a business or plan on growth, consider an LLC. Yes. Once again, ask your accountant. Say, listen, I think I have a wicked awesome idea to make a lot of money, but I'm on disability. Maybe they could say, well, why don't you sell your idea to a family member or something like that? You never know.
That's why the name is Bemos Mercantile, because it's actually my husband goes on. Oh. We just use the last name because that way it's technically it's his.
Yep.
Well, you also want to make sure when you're looking for an accountant, that's very important. The schooling and what they do. Ask around on their client list to find a good accountant.
Exactly. When I got my accountant long time ago, I looked for someone that dealt with small business, and then Sandy was in the daycare business a million years ago. We needed to find an accountant that did that. My original accountant, when I opened my first business in '79, was awesome. He would tell me by November, "Hey, Paul, you made way too much money. Time to buy a car."
True.
And I loved that. And after, I had like 13 employees, 14 employees, whatever, 3 stores. And it's like, we're being audited. It's like, oh, crap. You want to talk about nervous as hell. He did everything. I gathered up everything they asked for. We went into Boston. He said, shut up and sit there, and went over everything. And it was fine. They just, they ran over the numbers. Oh, you're okay. Thank you. But talk about a nerve-wracking situation. But he was great. So you need to tell your people that, hey, if you're not an accountant that deals or knows anything about small business, do you have anybody in your office that does? And then I just got this in the mail. You're going to need insurance, right? You want somebody that deals with small business. You all know that I had her on, Ashlyn Hayden Insurance. She deals with e-commerce businesses. So she's right up with it. She knows exactly what you need and what to do. So that's what
We actually met her in person at Ecom Chicago, and she is phenomenal.
Oh, cool. I've never been to Ecom Chicago. I'd like to.
It was awesome. But she is so phenomenal and so knowledgeable.
Yep. Hello, Van Discloset, Melissa. All right. So we lost Julie. I hope she comes back. Let's get into this a little. Like I said, we were in Wednesday and the topic came up. Well, how do you get wholesale accounts? How do you open? Who else did we lose now? BMOS.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go through piece by piece the easy way to do it. Kathy showed, all right, somebody came back. Hold on. BMOS. All right. Julie, I hope you come back. So Kathy showed this awesome mask. And now she was wearing it. She came on the live stream. She was wearing the mask. And all of a sudden, 3 or 4 people said, that's cool. That's awesome. There's only so many cars you can buy. You'd be surprised, Gary. I had 4 at one time. Yeah. So obviously it's a decent thing. All right. People are interested in it. Now they sell for $99. It was down from $128. And here's the company. So all we did is she showed us the box. We looked it up on Google. And there it is. So here's the company. So what you want to do, usually, you go all the way down at the bottom. Huntington Beach, Gary could probably just walk right in. You say, here's the company information. Now it's going to say contact us, usually. If not, there's going to be a lot of links down here. And one will take you to contact us. Now, what you need to have ready to go, you'll see up here on my desktop, I have my corporate paperwork and my 2021 tax certificate. So when I find a company I'm looking to do business with, right, I find out their information, support@glowy.com. We're located and ship from, phone number. Have an issue with your product, please read our before contacting us. So let's just grab, oh, can't grab it. Let's just copy their email. I don't use that for email. And let's compose an email. All right. This is usually what I say when I'm looking to open up an account. This is usually what I put in. All right, looking for your wholesale info to open an account. Now, I always have my information here anyway. So I'm going to say, like the mask, and you could, say whatever you want. I'm interested in buying. I'm sorry, I'm one of these hen and peck type. I only type with one finger. Yes, you could post the links if you'd like, Stitch It. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the chat. Like the mask. I'm interested in buying wholesale. How do I go about opening an account with your company? Thank you for autocorrect. What is your minimum opening purchase? Because if they just answer back and say, okay, we have a $5,000 minimum opening, I'm not interested anymore. I can't do $5,000 in masks. So that just gives you an idea that you should put that in, and so they can get back to you and say, oh, we only have a small minimum, and that's it. Fishing and picking, this isn't the middleman. This is, from what I understand, this is the manufacturer.
Yes.
So my info is attached. All right. Now I go down to the bottom. I go to my desktop. Whoops. Where are you? Come on, I just saw you. Upload my tax certificate. Where's my, come on, I should have my things together. Antonelli Enterprises, Sunbiz. So there's my corporate paperwork in case they want to know that, yeah, I've been in business for many years. So I give them that stuff automatically. Sometimes they're going to think, well, we get a million, people asking us for wholesale information all the time. This is crazy. But if you, off the bat, give them your tax ID number, and if you're a corporation, give them your corporation. Right away, your tax ID number shows them that you're in the business of selling product. And then send.
Yeah.
So and I can't tell you that it's easy. It's a numbers game. It's definitely a numbers game. What do I mean by it's a numbers game? You might send out 10 and get back 2 responses, but you can't give up. You got to keep on sending it out. you have to look for the product you're interested in and go for it. Like I've been trying now, my last card distributor, cards are so popular now, is in Massachusetts, but I can't reopen an account with them because they're not able to take on any more accounts. But you go to Tops and it's hard to get an answer from them. And Fishing and Picking, Paul, why cut out the middleman? And I guess he found it on AliExpress for $49. But in this case, Fishing, unless it's the exact same one, you don't want the Chinese ripoff stuff. You want the good stuff. In my estimation, anyway.
Yeah. I was going to say just the mask itself. Remember, you want to you're putting out your reputation out there when you're going to sell these, and say you got the knockoff from another company. Do you want to put that as a diminishing on your record of you being a seller because you found them cheaper? But in that, because I mean, myself, I would not. I'm not a business person, but a person who buys a lot. I do my research on things and that. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was just texted Julie. I wanted to see what happened. I hope she didn't get mad or at all or anything.
Hey, Paul, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere, like, I'm interested in getting stuff from Japan. Now, is there a way to find out what I guess the people, the wholesale people in Japan, how do you find like that?
The easy way to do anything, and I'm not saying you can do this, but the easy way to source anything is you have the product in hand.
Okay.
So you have, like, I got this from the show, and somewhere on the product is the manufacturer's information.
Okay.
So you go to their website. Usually they will have a website.
Right.
So then you have to go on and you have to get either customer service or sales. Email them, say, if you do not sell direct, can you give me some contact information for your distributors on the East Coast, on the West Coast, in the United States? If it's Japan, say, do you have an importer that I can deal with to get your product in to the United States?
Okay.
Now, I've dealt with this in the past. I'm talking in the 80s. I used to bring in a lot of Godzilla toys, and I'm talking master cases. I had to go around and around because they were not supposed to be sold in the United States. So I had to go to somebody that will get me the stuff. And then there's a couple of times I had to go to customs in Boston to pick them up. So you had to have somebody do that work.
Okay.
But, you know, when I was buying direct, and for the amount they were sold there and for the amount they sold here was fantastic. So I was able to pay the customs and all that stuff. So the easy way to do it is if you could get
already have a product.
Yeah, if you have the product, well, here, let's try it right here.
Yeah, because what I'm looking at is I belong to a subscription box for resin.
Yeah.
And because I'm a premium member, they give me stuff from Japan directly.
Okay.
So that's
what's one of the items?
Hold on, let me get a box. A silicone mold, like one of the clear ones like I use.
Yeah.
I get those in this box.
And you don't want to make your own molds?
I don't have the room to make my own molds at the moment.
Here's what I used to use to make molds. And it's not, you don't need, I mean, There's a I know because I was buying resin when I first got here and stuff, and I still do. There's a distributor here in Orlando that sells the Smooth On products. There was 2 in Massachusetts that I used to buy from. But it's not too bad. It's not hard to make a mold. Some foam core, some hot glue.
Oh.
And I know once you get into it, you're going to love it.
Demos. Just curious, do you still have any of those, I call it a phone holder that you sold me?
Yeah, I did. Well, I have one left that's actually, no, I don't have one left. But I will make more because I'm waiting on my resin is supposed to be here on Saturday.
Well, I do want one, so get in touch with.
The link should be pinned on the top of the chat.
Can I say that you were saying that they wanted a brick and mortar?
Yep.
At one of the things you can say to try to convince them to know that everything is being sold online with the COVID and type like that, they might think, go back and tell their bosses and stuff like that, or if they are the owner or whatever, just don't take no for an answer. Figure out a way that you can expand their business itself. That's the main thing is.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good point. Yep. Don't you want more people selling your product?
Yeah.
I'm good at promoting product. I have a good following.
Yes.
Like now, see what Crystal said here. I was dealing with the wholesale company yesterday. The first thing they said, "Do you sell on Amazon?" I said no. They said, "Okay, you're good." I was asked probably 5 times at the ASD show, and my response is, "Are you kidding me? Amazon's doing whatever it can to stop the small seller." And they said, "Well, yeah, that's true." I said, "No, they're sending my stuff back. I'm not dealing with them anymore." Brick and mortar, yeah, it's kind of, it's, I don't know. I just heard a pop, but nobody knew came in. So, yeah, I mean, like Super 7, when I asked to open an account there, they said, "No, we want a brick and mortar." This was 7 months ago. And I said, listen, in an age where COVID is forcing many, many people out of business, you're forcing people to open up a brick and mortar. Are you crazy? Well, that's what our plan is. Well, all right. That was it. Like Hallmark, we should only find TYs in Hallmark stores years ago. Very true. Oh, he was nasty, though. He didn't want to talk to anybody. No. All right, BMO. So what's the product?
Okay. I went to AliExpress to find it.
Yep.
Can you go to AliExpress and share your screen?
Yep.
Okay, just type in heart keychain. It should be one of the first ones that pops up.
What's all this crap? What's yoga shorts? What the hell? What is it? Heart keychain?
Heart keychain, yeah. Okay.
Companies make good money if you shop directly from their site. They don't want to compete with wholesalers online. Plus, it's harder for them to control the pricing. They can require, manufacturer price, but not people will follow that. Very true. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, that first one right there.
Yep.
Yep, that one. I have them in pink and green, but they're the same ones. It looks like.
So Knox Photo Custom Keychain.
Yeah.
Vonox. And this is what you want to buy wholesale?
I'm just saying it's one of the products. Yeah. It's one of the products I got this month in my Japanese kit.
And how is it?
They're heavy. They're heavy duty. It's a good keychain.
Because I'm sure that jewelry people sell these lockets. So what I would do is I don't even know if I spelled locket right. Now here's one. Wow. Big difference in price. I'm sure the quality is a big difference too. But you can, just do shop by images. Here's one right here. Now it's on Etsy, so if that's the name of the company, you could look up that name.
Okay.
Here's another one, same name. Here's another. This is a cool looking one. I'm sure a guy might like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
Here's crystals. There's a picture of crystals right here. Here's another one, silver.
Yeah.
And it's by Cloud B. So there are some out. There's just a stigma with not the Japanese stuff, the Chinese stuff.
Right. And these are directly from Japan. And they're heavy duty. I mean, these things are not light at all.
Okay.
So they're a much better quality than the ones that you would find on AliExpress. You know what I mean?
Yep.
What
There you
is
go.
Rosie Closet was saying a map and price? I don't understand that.
Manufacturer's authorized price, I believe. Yeah. You like if I deal with Hasbro, which I do, and the figures are they're going up to $24.99, and they sell to me. I'm not supposed to sell anything below $24.99.
Okay.
Now, because I buy from a distributor, not direct, I can sell them for whatever I want.
Okay.
However, Walmart sells them for $1 less than I pay for them, which sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something you have to contend with. That's why they don't want people that sell on Amazon selling their product. Because what's the first horror story you hear on Amazon? Everybody's in a rush to get to the buy box. So I sell for 24. Somebody sells it for 23. I sell for 22. They sell for 20. And before you know it, you're giving it away. Minimum advertised price. I'm sorry, Eric. It's true. Minimum advertised price.
So, see, if I'm going to order from one of these companies and there's a keychain that looks like the one that I have in my hand right now.
Yeah.
But I want to know its quality before I buy, a minimum of $100 in these damn keychains. I don't want to get them and they're a cheap crap. You know what I mean?
Right. But a reputable company, let's just see one more thing. A reputable company will gladly send you a sample if you pay for it.
Okay. That's what I'm wondering. Can you get a sample of it before?
Yep. Now, see this guitar pick style one that's a locket? Now, that's interesting because there's people into guitar picks and rock and roll and stuff that might. This would go over. Yeah, look at
I make guitar picks.
Huh?
I make guitar picks.
Right, but you don't make guitar pick locket.
No, I don't. But
and that's easy to do too, BMOS.
And this would go into two different markets: rock and roll and the jewelry.
Right, and that's I made guitar picks when I was in high school. Yeah. I still had the punch, and Carolina lady, she said something about guitar picks one day, and I'm like, I used to sell those. I still have the punch to do them, and so I made a bunch of guitar picks.
Yep, I would just go over this stuff and find out. It's not easy.
I can get a sample before.
Yeah, you got to find out one that you like, one that you think will sell.
Right.
One like that guitar pick one, I think is good because it has a crossover audience.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So you have to go through something like that, and then do your homework. Find the company.
Okay.
And because it's not easy, but if you put in the work and then you start getting them, you'll get the rewards because you say, all right, now I don't have to order from China. I'm getting real good American product, or I'm dealing with the manufacturer. I'm selling good quality stuff.
Right.
And just say, listen, I don't know you. Thank you for opening up a wholesale account for me. Can I buy a sample of one of these or one of each of these? I'll gladly pay regular retail for it. I have to see because I have to know what I'm selling first.
Okay. Yeah, I've had an EIN since like 2009.
Yeah, and I'm sure they will appreciate you doing that also.
Okay.
They know you're just not into it. You're going to throw some items up on Amazon or eBay or whatever and hope they sell.
Yeah, that's my biggest fear is ordering, whatever the minimum is and getting them. And I'm like, these are cheap pieces of crap. And I don't even like them. Because I just recently had that happen with one that I got from AliExpress. It supposedly was a reputable company. No, I'm sorry, it was DHgate. And it was the pop sockets that I do.
Yep.
But when I got in the pop sockets, they were just a cheap piece of crap. I ended up throwing them all out and ordering from somewhere else.
Wow.
So I don't want to repeat that one.
Oh, definitely not. So I hope that helped. Hope that helped people in the chat also. And I hope the responses in the chat helped people too. I mean, like I said, I don't know everything, but between everybody here on the panel, everybody in the chat, we hope you did get good information that'll help you.
I learned a lot today. So
excellent.
That's
always good to learn something new every day. At least learn one thing new every day.
I'm smarter than I was yesterday, and I'm smarter than I was 10 minutes ago.
That's funny. I said that after the ASD show, and I said it right on the video. I said, I have no idea what the hell vape is, what the hell CBD is, but I know so much more about it, more than I want to know. Because the nice people there are willing to give you information, because they want their product out there.
Right.
So they want to deal with new people that will buy their product. And they're willing to tell you. Although I have to admit, like I said in the video too, Sandy and I were sitting down to do an order, and there was this woman freaking out because she took stuff she probably shouldn't have. Because one guy said, yeah, they're giving samples out, and these people are taking it, and they have no friggin' clue what they're taking. They took this one lady out in a stretcher.
Yeah, so, you better know what you're taking.
Yep. So if anybody else has any questions, I appreciate everybody being here. I hope we gave you the information. I hope we gave you good information. It's not hard to open up wholesale accounts. It's a numbers game. The more you do, you got to keep trying. Before I went to ASD, because I have small little quirky business cards, I made a new business card. That's what it's going to take. You need a business card. Let me just get here. I made a new business card. Yeah, it is a little quirky, but it says everything. It doesn't say, that, hey, I just sell on eBay. I just sell on Amazon. You got to look to attract the people. All right, you have your own website. That's in there. That's good. All right, excellent. And, like I said, the card's a little funny, so they'll hang on to it. Business card, tax ID, and you're off and running, But then make sure you track your numbers, because it was Gary said too, you got, it's business 101. You got to know, you got to bring in more than you're paying out. So anybody else? because you've just been letting me talk and talk and talk, and I'm tired now.
I know they haven't talked, and I've talked, and Bima's talked. I was trying to be quiet this time.
I know. I have a thing. I just kind of like, I just let it all out and keep letting it out.
But one thing that is important too is set yourself a goal of, Bimos is trying to get into different products. Don't get overwhelmed of having too many different products, because you got to go from one product plan of that, that merchandise, to you're selling another merchandise, and to balance both, giving the same amount of time and energy and that too. So,
and I was talking to Susanna when we just sent you a PayPal. Okay. I don't know why, unless it was for an invoice I sent you. But I was talking to Susanna when we first did that video, when we were getting Susanna back into listing. And I was joking that, oh my God, I had to leave. And then I got a text. I just listed another one. I just listed another one. I just listed another one. And it brings me back to time blocking.
mm-hmm.
So if you did time blocking, where say you wake up, you do your meditation, you do your prayers, whatever, say you walk your dogs, cats, from 7 to 8, you do your listings. From 8 to 9, maybe now you add in, I'm going to do some emails to some companies, or I'm going to start researching some companies. From 9 to 10, I'm going to pack my stuff and go to the post office or get it ready. I'm just giving you examples.
Mm-hmm.
We all have smartphones. You set an alarm every hour. Okay, it's time to do this. Okay, it's time to do that. Make sure at 12 o'clock, and my doctor would tell me this all the time, get away from the computer for a little while. Go for a walk. So you could do things like that and get into a regiment where, okay, it's time for me to research companies and send out emails and contacts. And then, because if the first thing in the morning, if we start answering emails, you'll never get off. Never. So they say it's good to do. No, I don't answer my offers or my emails until 4 to 5 p.m. And that's it. Because some people say I'm doing my listings and all of a sudden I got an offer. All right, that's okay. I got an offer. I'm still doing my listings. So you get into a regiment of doing it that way. And it's easy to say, it's hard to do. Because I am one to get distracted a lot. Right, Susanna?
Yeah.
Instead of doing like 20 to 50 a day, do 5 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then spend the other time either online sourcing, online merchandise sourcing, things like that. Sending out emails, sending out thank yous, different things like that. It's it's a very
Paul, you should have make an outline and be able to send it to people of how to do step by step.
It's funny. I have one that I did for my agents a long time ago, and I gave them a little printout PDF. It says, "Do not bother me. I am time blocking."
Yeah.
But yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, that'd be great for. I'm not the reseller or any of that, but that would help anyone who's really is now starting to do this kind of stuff. It would help them.
Right. And there's a ton of distractions, like a lot of times I'll turn on YouTube in the background. And I'm working on this screen and listening on this screen, but then somebody said something, or then you got to look at it and it's like, no, I have to keep focused. So what I've been doing the last few weeks is I listen to Sirius XM on, the computer, and then I'm not having to look at any, because there's not computer stop. Because then there's nothing to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a huge distraction. It's called a husband playing Xbox
Yeah.
downstairs, cussing at, the game. I'm just like, really?
Oh wow.
Maybe you need to block his time too.
Exactly. About ready to block him, all right.
No, don't say that. You need him for other things, like fix the car and stuff like that.
He doesn't know
Scratch
shit
your
about
back.
a car. He doesn't know shit about a car. I know more about cars.
No,
Oh,
I
wow.
was just using an example.
I know.
So Susanna and Des, you're very although I probably didn't let anybody get a word in edgewise, right? I apologize for that.
Okay.
It's all good here.
It's all
So
good.
now, Des, let me I know we got to end it soon, but let me ask you a question. You do the stickers, the appliques, whatever you want to call them.
Decals.
Decals. You're buying your stuff wholesale, right?
I don't know what that means. Do I buy stuff wholesale?
Yeah.
No.
Most like
You don't. Now
Tommy
see,
handles all that stuff. I just cut, weed, and send out. He does everything else. That's the
so
only
you're
question.
using the 3M vinyl.
What's that?
You're using the big rolls of 3M vinyl.
We use big rolls, but it's not 3M.
All right. What I'm just 3M. There's probably a million companies that do it.
Yeah.
And you're not buying it wholesale.
she doesn't know. Her husband does that. If you would pay attention, that would have been a very easy answer.
Okay, so Tommy just said that we aren't buying it in wholesale because we get such a good deal on what we do buy that there's no need at this time for wholesale.
Okay. Because probably to buy wholesale, they make you buy a master case of like 10 boxes or whatever, and it would probably take you a year to go through 10 boxes.
Yeah, and we don't want the adhesive to go bad because it can.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's understandable.
Rolls create memory, and so we just buy it as we need it. Like when we start getting low, we will buy another roll. Granted, we do buy a lot, but it's just easier that way.
Yep.
It's the way that we're doing it, or the way he's doing it, because I just, like I said, cut and weed and send them out.
Right.
So
You do make stickers, correct?
Stickers?
Yeah.
No, decals.
No, I asked if she does make stickers.
No, she doesn't.
Tommy
She makes
dabbles in it.
decals.
And colored stickers, Tommy does dabble in it, but I do.
I know you make the decals. I was just wondering if you're
All right, so hold on, both of you. What's the difference between a decal and a sticker?
Decal you put on windows, and a sticker is a sticker.
Yeah, like
a decal is a clear plastic that has the design.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, did you hear him?
No, but that's okay.
Stickers are printed and decals are die cut. Did I say that right? Yes.
Yes, that's
I'm still learning.
Okay.
I don't know the whole point or the whole.
All right.
Lingo
All right. I stand corrected.
It's all good. I didn't.
See, you learned something new today, Paul.
Yeah. I'm not going to put a sticker on the fender. I'm going to put a decal on the fender.
No.
All right.
A decal goes on windows.
It can go on Windows. It can go on laptops. It can go on pretty much any.
All right. Well, I sent you.
Hold on. Stickers and decals can go pretty much anywhere that's on a flat surface.
All right. Well, I sent you a sticker.
And where would you like her to put her forehead?
Anywhere she wants. I sent you one too. I sent you both two. I sent Julie two.
I still have my Paul
Magnet.
Yeah.
And my money that you
$10
sign.
autographed $10 bill.
And then I know I have something else up here too. Let me figure out where I put it.
That's all right. Wait until you get the sticker.
Oh, so this is what Tommy does that he dabbles in.
Hold on.
This is a sticker.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's like a mini bumper sticker.
Yeah.
well,
Okay.
that's why I was asking, because I do need to order new stickers, and that's what. So I'll get in touch with you and get some prices that from you.
Okay. Oh, Tommy says when it comes to stickers, come over here. Hold on. They can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Hi,
When
Tommy.
it comes to full color stickers, I haven't found a cost effective way enough to be able to beat the pricing with places like Sticker Mule.
But see, Tommy, I like to deal with people I know, give them the business.
I'll be right back. Sit here.
I mean,
Why we big?
I'd rather deal with someone personally I know. Well, I mean, I don't know you personally, but I know you from here and I know your reputation. I don't want to deal with a company that I don't know and just get the best. You know, I know you are an honest and work hard for your money. Where I go to this company, I don't want just be another Joe on their list that they're just filling.
Right. And we try to be very personable. But like I said, I just try to be upfront. I mean,
yeah,
you can definitely get full color stickers cheaper through Sticker Mule.
Yeah.
I just let people know that, I mean, if you're looking to buy in like mass quantities, like you want to buy 1,000 stickers that you send out with packages or something, honestly, you're better off going through them price wise. If you're looking for just a few custom things that you want, then I can compete because they charge you like a setup fee and all of that. But
yeah, I'll have to get in touch with you and get an idea, because I do want to expand what I do have. I do like that little bumper sticker.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That is very cool.
Just screwing around one day and threw together and threw it on my truck to see how it lasts. It's been on there for about a year now.
Wow, we have a serious long lag. I'm looking at it. You just came on screen. That is a long lag.
Refresh your YouTube.
Your part, Paul, not on mine.
Not on mine neither. No.
Wow.
Because I'm looking at
I see about 5 or 10 seconds
that I have up on, and I showed up probably about 10 seconds, 15 seconds later.
Mm-hmm.
So refresh your YouTube, Paul.
Yeah, I just did. Yeah.
No, it's always you that caused the trouble, Paul.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's probably because you have so many signals coming in and out simultaneously because you're hosting.
Oh, could be.
And you're viewing on YouTube as well. So I notice when I'm viewing on YouTube and streaming out, I show a bigger lag than, like, say, somebody outside the house. Destiny will show like the same lag because we're going through the same internet. But
right.
Tommy, are you going to be doing the Masked Singer anymore?
We are going to be doing the Masked Singer, but we are not probably going to be doing it till fall.
Oh.
And that's just because summers are so busy here.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives something to do in fall when it starts getting. See, I'm not an outside person in the winter. I hate the snow. I hate the cold. So then that gives me something to do because I don't play outside. But once the weather starts getting nice now, it's like, I got 2 boat projects outside, 2 motorcycle projects. Jaslyn's got a car we're putting together for her. We want to build an outdoor cooking area. Plus, we go camping, and I do a lot of fishing.
Wow.
So it's just like, I want to have some playtime too.
Absolutely.
So we figured fall is probably when we'll bring it back. I know a lot of people have been asking about it. And like I say, it's something to cozy.
You Mask people going to have this?
Right. I seen that earlier. That was cool.
I don't know why it's not coming on. There it is.
Yeah, that is awesome.
That mask is so fun.
How did you find that, Kathy?
Jeep and Johns, who got me Asian subscribers now, because he's an international YouTuber.
Yeah.
And he had it, and I was like, I gotta have one of those.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like the one that you were just
Nosferatu's
blood.
nice.
That's cool.
And you can program it to have like words or whatever, your own face, someone else's face, and
hey, can you use that as a mask to go out?
I don't see why not. You're covered, just like any other mask.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be. I want to go to stores with that on.
Oh, I so would. I definitely.
Yeah, I mean, they wear the masks now that are printed with the rest of the bottom of their face or someone else's face, you know, a beard or a mustache or whatever.
Well, even
so
like hear what a lot of people are doing because they don't like that constant cloth on their face. I mean, people go to the stores with just like that plastic base shield.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a barrier. So if they accept that, they should definitely accept that.
Right.
That would be
I
so
understand
fun.
this weekend, New Hampshire is stopping their mask mandate. So it's not going to be required there anymore.
Oklahoma never had a mask mandate.
Oh, wow.
Well, they did, but nobody ever enforced it.
3 weeks ago, Wisconsin Supreme Court overruled and shut down all the mandates here because I guess according to our laws that the governor can only issue a state of emergency 3 times for the same pandemic.
Oh.
And he was going on like his 8th time, and he refused to take it to the legislator to get it wrote in. So they just said that, not that they're saying masks weren't good, but they're saying that he was overstepping his authority. So they overruled that he didn't have the authority, which canceled out like all the capacity limits, all the mask mandates, and told him he's got to take it to the legislator. He hasn't done anything on that yet.
Well, I like what Stash, and something odd just came to my mind like it always does. I want my COVID mask and that to go to Walmart. You could program the Target logo and walk into Walmart.
You can. You could target to anything.
Or
you could say 6 feet away from me, you know?
Yeah. That would be awesome.
COVID underneath here.
Yeah, I'll go into Target with it on and say, stuff is cheaper at Walmart.
No.
Oh, my.
All right, so we're going to cut it here, everybody. I want to thank everybody that's still here. Thank you very much for coming in and spending some time. Hope you got something useful out of the show today. Thank you to all the guest panelists that came on.
Hey, Bemis, can you stay on after the show?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't forget, Kathy's on tonight.
Selling auction on paintings. Thank you. His name is Grayscale Paintings, and I'm telling you, let me show you one painting of his, if you don't mind, Paul.
Yeah, no sweat.
Let me see where I have one. Okay.
Are you on this weekend, Susanna?
Yep. I'm doing a live auction with.
Hold on, Kathy.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I'm doing a live auction with Julie's Heart on her channel Sunday at 2. It is going to be awesome. And
Excellent.
know, Julie brings the heat.
What time?
Calm it down. She's going to turn the heat up.
What time?
At 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
Okay. And is that the same thing Julie was talking about is going on to do a show also this weekend? Yeah. Or is that Saturday, or is that the same thing?
No, she's doing the we're doing the auction on Sunday.
Okay.
I think she was talking about Gary's auction.
All right. Gary and Tom are on this weekend also. So make sure you subscribe to Julie. Make sure you subscribe to Susanna. And hold on, Kathy.
No problem.
And then Susanna, Julie, Des, myself will be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 11 as usual. Tommy, you and Des have anything coming up this weekend?
I don't really know exactly what's going on. I know Des has her Monday night mental health live.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'd like to plug, if I may, is we're doing, like, me and Jaslyn are doing restorations. We're also restoring a pop-up camper, and we're gonna be doing some campground reviews, but it's not gonna be on my Bargain Effect channel. We actually have another channel that we got together for that.
Yeah, put the link in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Sandy and I watched this couple that have converted trailers. What do you call them? The 40-foot long cargo. No, it's a cargo containers, and they're making it into a house. It's been 3 years now.
Yeah. So we got that other channel. I dropped the link in chat.
Okay, cool.
It's not reselling related at all. It's just more of, some of the projects that we do, we are going to sell them, but I'm not putting them on like my reselling channel. It's just more of how we pick things up cheap. When we do the restores, we do it as cheap as possible, so, and vacations and stuff that we do, showing people how you can go out and do things on a minimal budget.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
All right. Kathy?
Okay, here's one of his paintings.
That's pretty.
Okay. And here's what, that one's one of my favorites too, but this is my favorite.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
That's pretty.
He is fabulous artist. Fabulous.
That is really pretty.
And but please come, buy, subscribe, all that.
Tonight at 8?
Tonight at 8 p.m. tonight, please.
All right. And Laura, what do you have coming up?
Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, we have our usual Friday show. This week it's on Melanie Lightbeam's channel. And then Tuesday we have our epic 420 show. We're going to have a lot of fun. So it's just going to be a big party on Tuesday. And that's on my channel.
Very cool.
And Horizon Picks will be on with us.
All righty.
I'll try to be there.
Very cool. And I don't have anything this weekend other than meeting family, seeing family. I'll be on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 with the brunch bunch. Tuesday, I'm going to be on Big Barn Auction. I'll be selling some stuff. I'll make sure I get some good stuff pulled aside. I'll work on it tomorrow. And don't forget Carol's Creative Corner this weekend, this Sunday, with the Fun Day Sunday auction with Deb and Max and Brandon. And anybody else I forgot? I think that's everything, everybody. So thank you again for coming in. Have a great rest of your Friday and an excellent weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.